So welcome to today's session, the daily IELTS session with the Learning Desk. And what we will be doing today is continuing with IELTS speaking. We will be practicing a cue card today. So let's dive right into it and let's see what's the cue card for today. This is the cue card for today in front of you. Describe a piece of clothing that someone gave you. So this is about a present in form of clothes that you received from someone and you have to speak on it for 2 minutes. You have a minute to think about it and then we will start talking on this topic.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's start.
I think everyone in this world loves to receive gifts, and exchanging gifts is an important part of the celebration. But did you know that the whole act of giving gifts can bring the psychological benefit? I think when you give some gift to someone, it's a really impact on that particular person. And in my 20th birthday, I I got a gift from my father, which is last December, and my father's know my choice according to my dress up, and he buy for a dress, really a black dress, uh, which uh, which he bring for me, and at the New Year party, I really like to wear that dress also. So at that time, I really look nice and pretty. And everyone say, "Who gave this dress to you?" Then nobody can really recognize that someone, that's your father, give this dress to you. But behind the scene, my sister have a big hand on that, because she knew about what type of dress I really want to give in my birthday. So that's it.
Okay, that's it. Okay, good. So on the 4 parameters, Dipali, if we talk about fluency, it was fine. Fluency was fine, although you were getting stuck at a few places, but more or less your fluency was fine. But the second part of this parameter is coherence. Coherence is somewhere we were lacking because the story has to make sense. Okay, and it was
Yes, sir.
about
So
the
I'm
dress.
very bad to make a story. That's when I'm just fumble around the
Hmm.
words and jumbling all these things. Whatever we
Yeah,
say
so
first,
when you
then
jumble a lot of things, you lose scores on coherence. So
yes,
that
sir.
is where you will not score more than a 5 in this one. Grammar, there were a lot of errors when it comes to grammar because everything you were saying in the present tense, although everything happened in the past when your father gave it to you in the past, but
Yes,
you
sir.
were using present tense. So grammatically,
It's wrong.
there was a problem. Yeah, multiple problems when it comes to grammar. Uh, vocabulary was fine, but you did not use any idiomatic phrase. You did not use any uncommon vocabulary. The vocabulary that you were using was very, very simple.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So overall, if I see, this performance will get you a maximum of 5.5 and a minimum of 5. So anywhere between 5 and 5.5 is what you are going to score for this one. Again, one thing that we need to practice and work on, let's start with one thing, which is tenses. From
Yes.
tomorrow, whenever you are practicing, make sure that you are using the correct tenses. Let's correct one thing at a time. So we'll start with tenses. So whenever
Yes, sir.
you are doing your speaking, make sure कि अगर past है तो you are talking in past tense. If it is future, it is future tense, and it's present, then it's present tense. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's start, Nancy.
I think in life everyone likes to receive gifts. Gift is a token of love. Gift represent the bonding, gratitude towards to, towards to each other. In my life, I received so many gifts, and I gave so many gifts. But today I would like to talk about the gift which would I receive from my mother in the form of clothing. Uh, the On my birthday, last year on my birthday, my mother gave me a green bottle green suit, which consists of bottle green suit, which consists. It was really a good suit, and its arms were studded with beads. Uh, it arms is a There is a mirror work on its arms, and it is embroidered with magenta color, and it has a Banarsi dupatta of magenta color, uh, which gives a great look to the suit. As my mother know that I love to wear traditional suit, so she gave me gave a gift on my birthday. When I wear this suit with my Punjabi footwear, everyone appreciate me, and it gives me a confident look. Um, I like this gift because when I wear this suit, everyone appreciate me and compliment me. This gave me a this gave me a very good feeling, and so I am very thankful to my mother for this beautiful gift.
Okay, good. How did you think you fared? How do you think you did?
Yeah, sir. What are you saying that?
Okay. How do you think you fared in this one? How did you perform? What is your evaluation of your performance?
Sir, I don't have any idea about
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, again,
It's very,
when
very
it comes to fluency, you were repeating and stopping at a lot of places. So fluency as such is a concern as of now. Fluency से ही related, I'll talk another thing,
okay.
which is pronunciation. Now what's happening, Nancy, is because you are thinking while you are talking, you
Yes.
tend to add the sound of at the end of a lot of words. What happens
Okay.
with that is the pronunciation of those words goes for a toss. For
Okay.
example, gifts, ठीक है, like you were saying
Okay.
gifts
Okay.
from my
Mm.
mother. अब वो की sound whenever you are adding after the word, although you are doing it because you are thinking at that time, but what happens is the pronunciation of the word is incorrect.
Okay.
Okay. Another word that a lot of us typically pronounce incorrectly is birthday. Okay, it's birthday.
Okay.
birth, th is the sound. Okay, and
Right.
not
Okay.
birthday. It's not birday. It's birthday, right?
Okay.
So the th sound has to come. It's birthday, on my
Okay.
birthday. Or you can make a the sound, the, but not the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, birthday
Okay.
and birthday. You're getting the
Okay.
difference in
Thank
the
you, sir.
sound. Okay, So that is something that we have to be careful about. This is about the pronunciation bit. Coming to your grammar, grammar was fine in terms of just making simple sentences. You were not making any compound or complex sentences. You were making. Okay, am I audible? Okay, so Nancy, I was telling you. Am I audible to you,
Okay,
Nancy?
sir.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to grammar, it's okay. There are mistakes, but not as many. But when it comes to vocabulary, the kind of vocabulary that you are using is very simple. Okay,
Okay.
it's very simple. You will need to use some idiomatic phrases. You will need to use some collocations. It is very simple. Overall band score for this kind of response is going to be again around a 5.5 or a
Okay.
maximum. I'm being very generous, a very generous 6, but mostly it's going to be a 5.5. So
Okay.
one, make your story richer, put more information into your story. Okay, and use more varied vocabulary. What I need you to do is now start working on some words, some vocabulary, and try and make more complex and compound sentences. Use more connecting words. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Let's
Nalena,
move on.
hello,
Yeah. Who's this?
hello.
Priyanka. You'll have to go on mute.
Yes, sir.
Who's this?
I'm Rohit, sir.
Okay. Rohit, just wait. Just go on mute. I'll tell you when to unmute.
कोण आहे?
Okay. Komal, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, Komal. Let's start.
I think everyone must have got a piece of dress at any point of time, either from their friends or family. It could be at any occasion, maybe birthdays, okay, like our festivals. The last the last dress I remember was a jumpsuit, and it was of a olive green color, which I was looking since a long time. I saw this kind of dress in my random visit to a Uniqlo showroom, which I liked very much. I got this dress from my brother on the occasion of Raksha Bandhan. So I was very surprised when I got this dress because as I told, when I visited to a Uniqlo showroom, that was a random visit, but it was with my brother only. So I guess he noticed my gesture towards the dress and he got me this dress. Mm, I guess this much of content for today.
Okay, it was too short. You will need to add
Yes.
more content to it. Okay, it is very important. Use more varied vocabulary. Like dress is something that you used over, like I told you earlier, and I keep telling everyone that add to your story. How did this thing come into your awareness? You can go on mute, Komal. So, how did this thing come into your awareness? That is the first thing that you talk about. Then you build into the story, and then you bring it to the present and take it to the future if possible. So here, like you were talking about a gift from your brother, you started off well, but we'll have to put in more information. So like you said, every one of us receives a lot of gifts during our lifetime. And I think clothes is one gift which you frequently receive, especially from your friends and relatives. I vividly remember this one time when I received an olive green jumpsuit as a present. I remember visiting a mall which is close to my house with my brother. He was visiting, and we decided to just go for a walk. While we were browsing through the mall, I went into the Uniqlo showroom. This is a brand that I really like and keep visiting this brand to see and check out what's new in their showroom. During this visit, I saw this olive green jumpsuit, like I said, and I liked it very much. But when I looked at the price, I thought it was a little expensive, and I did not want to spend that kind of money at that point of time. So I left it there, and we went along. We had a wonderful day. Um, about 15 days back, on the occasion of Raksha Bandhan, my brother again visited me for this festival and got a gift. When I tied the band on his wrist, he told me to open, he gave me this gift and told me to open it. On unwrapping the gift, I was surprised and very happy to see that he had got me the same jumpsuit that I was looking for that day in the showroom. I told him that it was very expensive and he should not have spent that kind of a money, but he said that it was not much. And I immediately went and changed into it and saw that it was looking very nice on me, and I uh, wore it throughout the day. I was very happy receiving this gift. And I remember whenever, even now, whenever I go to the office and I'm wearing this, my colleagues and my friends do appreciate me and tell me that it looks very nice. In the future, I have made up my mind that I'll make sure that I buy something for my brother, which is as special as this gift was for me. Okay. So the
Yes, Ashish.
same story, सिर्फ इंफॉर्मेशन ही और डाली मैंने, और कुछ नया इंफॉर्मेशन डाली, कोई और नई इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं थी, राइट?
Right.
But you just need to extend the story more. Abhi, we have not used a lot of idiomatic phrases in this, which we can. Okay, इसमें gifts में तो बहुत हो सकता है, I was on the seventh heaven, ऐसे वाले कुछ भी, वो हम phrases बीच में कुछ कुछ phrases डाल सकते हैं अपनी happiness के लिए, जो उनसे phrases use होते हैं वो सब डाल सकते हैं, but that will come a little later. The first thing is that you should be able to easily speak for 2 minutes. That is the minimum requirement that we have, right? So go in sequence. Story में क्या है? You just need to go in sequence. Go step by step. पहले वो चीज तुम्हारी awareness में कैसे आई? How did that come into your awareness? Then what happened? Then what happened? So once you go into the sequence, you will easily be able to speak for 2 minutes. That should not be a problem. Okay, good attempt, but abhi, because you did not complete the 2 minutes, so you will not get a high score for this one. This will again get stuck at around, say, grammar was fine. Grammatically, there were a few mistakes, but not that many. When it comes to LR or vocabulary, it was very simple. We need to make it a little more complicated. We need to use some uncommon words there. Pronunciation was fine. There were not no major problems with the pronunciation. So the overall score would again be close to a 6 band, but not more than that. A generous 6, but since you did not complete 2 minutes, so it will be at a 5.5. Okay. So I was telling you, Komal, so the overall band score for this one would be a maximum or a generous 6, again closer to a 5.5 or 6. So that is the maximum band score for this one. We need to work on it. Okay. Okay, let's start.
Although I have received many gifts from my parents and my relatives, but here I would like to talk about that gift which is very close to my heart. It is a jeans and top, and it was given my last birthday. From my brother gave me that gift because I it is very fashionable cloth according to me. If I that cloth uh, whenever I wear this uh, whenever I wear this cloth, everybody appreciate me. Also, it's look like very nice and all it suits on my personality. And also if I got a chance in my future, I will definitely buy this type of clothes because whenever I haven't no idea before yet because always used to suit and salwar. I use I used to wear mostly suits and salwar, and but sometime I used to try my brother's clothes, which is jeans and their shirt, and then he decided uh, he decided to me give a jeans and a top because I am very I have curiosity about wearing a new clothes. We and after received this gift, I feel more happy and confidence whenever I go. If although it is a very whenever I wear this suit and sorry this clothes, when sometime I used to wear this cloth on a occasion, special parties and marriages because it look like a new, not a old, and that's it, sir. Hello.
Okay. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Couple of things. Good thing that you are trying to make complex and compound sentences. That's a good thing. You're using words like although, whenever, so but. So these are good things that you are trying to speak or make more complex and compound sentences. But having said that, pronunciation is a problem. Priyanka, when
Yes,
you are
sir.
speaking,
Although, yes, sir.
you are breaking each word. वो ऐसे लग रहा है कि आप हर word के बाद pause ले रहे हो. So you have to be more fluent. Your fluency score will be impacted big time.
Okay.
जब हम बोल रहे हैं तो वो ऐसे लग रहा है कि हम हर एक वर्ड के बाद ब्रेक ले रहे हैं.
सर यस ये
ओके, सो वी डोंट हैव टू. जब हम बोलते हैं तो हम फ्लुएंटली बोलते हैं. हम जब बोलते हैं तो फ्लुएंटली बोलते हैं, ऐसे साउंड कर रहा है वो. सो इट साउंड्स लाइक यू आर टेकिंग अ ब्रेक आफ्टर एवरी वर्ड व्हिच यू डोंट हैव टू डू. So that is something that you have to positively work on.
ओके
Grammatically,
सर.
there are a lot of mistakes. Grammar, tenses, again, you were talking about past
Yes.
tense, so make sure that you are using that kind of the tenses have to be correct. You're trying to make complex compound sentences, which is fine, but the other grammatical mistakes that you're making will take away your scores. Vocabulary.
Yes, also I have realized some. Yes.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
know about the. Yes, also I know about what are you saying, sir. I can understand easily. And when I speak in a cue card, anything else, I will be stuck. I can speak fluently. I can't speak, sir.
So that'll only come through
Also, my
practice.
pronunciation is very bad. I can.
That'll
What
only
should
come
I
through
do, sir,
practice.
about
Only
my pronunciation? Okay, sir.
practice. Okay, so that's the
Sir,
only thing that you can do
sir,
about
should I
it.
speak on the? Sir, should I speak on the mirror, front of the mirror?
That's fine.
It would be better.
Speaking in front of mirror is a practice that one can do, but how will you know whether you are speaking correctly or not? Speaking in front of mirror will not help because a mirror cannot give you feedback. No. So you have to practice more live speaking.
Hello.
And so you have to practice more live speaking. Speaking in front of mirror might not help as much because you're not getting any feedback from the mirror, right? So abhi ke liye, this will not exceed a 5 band. You'll have to work on this. Okay. So I was telling you, speaking in front of the mirror will not help because you don't get
Okay,
any
sir.
feedback from the mirror, right?
Right, sir.
So it's not that you are facing problem with your fluency. The problem is that you are taking a lot of breaks while you are talking, and there is problem with the grammar bit, right? So that can only happen when you are speaking
Right.
with someone and someone is giving you feedback. So that is what I can say. Practice more.
Yes.
But this performance will get you a band score of around
Okay, sir.
5.
Who can? Yes, I understand, sir. Who can correct me when I speak incorrect word and fluency also?
Join some English speaking classes. Join the English speaking classes, maybe with us or maybe with anyone else, but you will need to practice more. Okay, so you want to join, you can join the spoken English classes with us. And that might help. So just drop us a message if you want to join the classes with us. Just drop us a message and we'll give you the details.
Okay, sir.
Okay, anything else on your mind, guys?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, perfect. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice time. Goodbye. Good night.